Hello, Commanders, and welcome back to Elite Dangerous Journey Across the Galaxy. Today is the day. We have 16 jumps left until we make it to Sagittarius A star. And we're going to go ahead and just push through. No sense in, bandying about trying to, draw this out any longer than it already has been. We've already decided that we will continue on to Beagle Point after this, so let's go ahead and make this the episode where we go and visit the big black hole at the center of the galaxy. At this point, I'll do some quick full spectrum scans just to see if there are any high value planets as we go along for these next 16 jumps, but primarily we're just trying to blast our way through and reach our destination now. So we're going to get off this planet, we're going to get high enough and around this body enough to where we can hopefully pop into our frameshift drive and start along the last 16 jumps here. If I'm a little bit hesitant right now, it's because I do have a major topic on my mind. Nothing serious or anything, just I'm one of those people that starts to dream about things the more I think about it, and I've started talking about fleet carriers. The last episode, I believe, I had a fairly extensive, I don't want to say dialogue about it, but once I started thinking about this cool idea of, taking a big fleet carrier out into the black, I was like, how am I going to fund that? I don't know what the... Obviously, first and foremost, I got to come up with the 5 billion credits to make that work. And then after that, I have to make sure I make enough money to have the upkeep going for that. And that can get pretty expensive depending on what modules you put in, and depending on how much money you're making from, say, exobiology and all the other scans and stuff that you're doing. I mean, obviously, if I'm able to sell my data to my own station, well then, that helps. But for the most part, I kind of have this vague idea of something along the lines of gathering together a crew of people who have an interest in doing a relatively permanent expedition out into the black, because I personally don't really have any attachment to the bubble. There isn't really much there that interests me, and everything else I like to do, other than obviously trading, but I don't really care about trading that much either, exploration and sometimes mining are kind of my primary two interests of things that I actively like to do. Trading is, I do trading because it's profitable, but it's not necessarily the most fun thing in the world. I really enjoy the deep core mining. That's how I have my Orca set up. I have it set up as a deep core miner, and you can do that pretty much anywhere. So I don't know. I had this. I go down rabbit holes. That's just the way my brain works. And I was like, it would be kind of cool if I could get together a group of people who, want to help support the fleet carrier and go out into the black and, do all kinds of cool exploration. Get all different kinds of people who would be interested in, establishing a presence out there. People like me, a bunch of people like me who want to go out and do exploration. People who like to do mining. We can go mine in places that places where nobody has been before. And then obviously, if we could get some cargo haulers to kind of run things back and forth from the carrier all the way back to stations where they can sell things for a decent profit, then that would be kind of cool too. Obviously, there wouldn't be much room for combat out there because, there's not going to be anybody to fight. But that's not the kind of gameplay I enjoy anyway. I don't mind a little bit of fighting, but it's not really why I'm playing the game. So, I don't know. It's just kind of this vague idea I have in my head. I did go ahead and establish a squadron, though, so that if that does end up being something that a significant number of people have an interest in trying to figure out, then we can try to do that. The only issue I have is I'm not sure how to do something like that in a way that will make it profitable, not just for me and the carrier, but just for everybody. I mean, it would be cool. It's cool to think of the idea of having, a bunch of people hopping along with the carrier, and we move once a week or something like that. Do like 500,000 light years or something. Find a new area to establish, and just once a week we do a live stream where That's going to be moving the carrier, checking out the area initially, and then I do my regular episodes of just kind of running around the systems, either mining in the Orca or you know, running around in a small ship. Obviously, this if we end up doing that, this ship will pretty much become obsolete because I don't really need the jump range, and it's much easier to land and do exobiology on in a smaller ship. Doesn't seem like there's anything here that I'm interested in, so let's go ahead and pop off to the next one. 12 jumps left to go. So, you know, I don't. It's one of those things where it's a great idea in theory, but you know, it's the devil's in the details. And number one, I'd have to find enough people who would want to go to make it worth your guys' time. And then number two, we have to figure out a way to make sure that we're able to bring in plenty of money and plenty of tritium and plenty of all of the different things that we need to make the fleet carrier flourish. Because if it's just me by myself, I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to sustain that. Even, you know, with the daily videos that I do, I only go for 30 minutes at a time because I have, you know, three other games that I'm doing every day. So I don't have the time to sit there and grind it. So I don't know. It'd have to be some kind of group contributing thing if I was going to make that work. But it would be really cool to be able to just have a fleet carrier out there, and then I don't know. Is everybody able to bring? Like, is there a limit on the number of people that can dock at the station? I know there's a limited number of landing pads, but is there a limit to the number of people who can dock at a fleet carrier? Is it like a station where you can pretty much just, as long as nobody's on the pad itself, you can dock? I don't really know how that works. You have to leave me a comment down below. Like I said, this is just my initial musings of a vague idea that I think would be kind of cool if it's something that A, would be feasible, and B, there's enough people that would be interested in going along for the ride. It would be kind of cool to do that. Just a gas giant. So I don't want to pass up any super high value worlds. That's why we're popping in here every time. But primarily, we need to get to the black hole here. It's been 40 plus episodes, I think, in the making, so we're ready to get there now. Find that station, sell off all of our data, see how much money we made, and then, you know, depending on how much money we make off of all of that, we can kind of make some decisions from there. One of my viewers has been telling me about these, you know, some of these things I've been picking up could be like 90 plus million each, and I'm like, that's a lot. So I went and looked up a table of all of the various things that we've been finding, and while most of them aren't up in that area, some of them have been, but just about everything we've found is worth at least 1 million credits. So I'm actually relatively hopeful. Okay, so yeah, we're gonna grab the water world. I'm actually relatively hopeful that we are going to have a fair number of credits by the time we get done with this. All right, so let's get the Super Cruise. Okay. Oh, I didn't target it. Okay. That's not too far away. So yeah, I mean, obviously we're gonna get to this. We're gonna get over to the black hole today. We'll find that station, pop in, sell all of our stuff, do a little bit of ship maintenance, and then I can kind of make some decisions after that as to, you know, depending on how much money I make. Obviously, I want to go to Beagle Point, but at the same time, it's like, do we want to try to push towards that, and rather than just, I mean, I guess we could probably just go to Beagle Point and then come back, and then by then maybe we'll have enough money to just buy a fleet carrier outright, depending on how much, you know. I don't know how insane the money is going to be for all of this exobiology and stuff I've been doing. I'm really not going to know. I'll obviously have a little bit of a better idea once we get over to the station here today and see how much this one leg of the trip is making. I mean, I can't imagine it's going to put us up towards even close to 1 billion. I mean, I can't imagine it's going to be like that. Yeah, there's no way. I don't know. It doesn't make sense that you'll be able to make one trip out to Beagle Point and now all of a sudden you have enough to buy a fleet carrier. That seems a little unreasonable. All right, let's get this water world scanned. Boom, boom, boom. And we'll get the efficiency bonus. There we go. Get the next system on our targeting here. And get off to the next system. Okay. So, yeah, like I said, obviously this is a pie-in-the-sky, you know, dream world kind of scenario that I just kind of went down the rabbit hole once as I started thinking about what how fleet carriers could be used and all of that. But, you know, a lot of that depends on, A, how feasible is it for me to save up to buy a fleet carrier? B, how feasible is it to maintain a fleet carrier out in the black? And then, you know, C, it would be better if it's not something I'm just doing by myself. If I'm going to get a fleet carrier that's intended for, you know, maintaining fleets, it would be cool if I could establish a community of people who want to go out into the black and just, you know, make a go of it. So, obviously, if I can get the first two going, then it kind of makes sense to do the fleet carrier, because then I can have all of my ships with me, and I don't ever have to worry about, you know, going to find my other ships that are in my fleet carrier. I can do that, but I don't know. 4, 3, 2, 1. I don't know enough about. I mean, obviously, I've done the research on fleet carriers just to understand the basic mechanics of it. But I mean, you know, how hard is it to find tritium out in the black? How hard is it to, you know, if I can sell all of the exobiology data that I'm gathering throughout the week, is that going to be enough to not just sustain my fleet carrier, but allow me to make a profit? Or, you know, I'm obviously probably not going to be able to do much in the way of trading. I'm not really going to be able to do any of those passive income things if I'm out in the black where nobody is. So, you know, the buying and selling market, unless I have a group of people with me who are going to, you know, buy materials from the fleet carrier and just keep running back and forth from the fleet carrier to the bubble or to Colonia or whatever station happens to be closest, you know what I mean? Like, that would work, because then, you know, they buy it from me, I make a little bit of money, they go and sell it, they make a little bit of money. That would be kind of the vague idea I have in my head, but obviously that's a lot of freaking jumps. Is that worth anybody's time to do that? You can make a heck of a lot more money running freight in the bubble. And that makes a lot more sense from a financial standpoint. So I would need people who are more interested in the adventure of it than they are in maximizing their profits. And, you know, people who do trading are more interested in maximizing their profits. So, I don't know. I'm just kind of, at this point, I'm kind of just throwing ideas against the wall and thinking maybe somebody will have an aha moment or just knows more than I do and can have a vague idea on how to help figure out how to make something like that work, if it's even something that's worth doing, you know what I mean? It might just be something that's just like, don't waste your time on that, man. And that's a lot of money to spend on something that you're not really going to use for its intended purpose. I know fleet carriers. I know there's lots of commanders who take their carriers out into the black. That's a lot of work, you know? I can just do it in this ship and it works out just fine. It's not that big of a deal. It's more of just a vague idea. I don't know. I don't think I'm talking myself out of it. I try to be realistic about things. I don't like to get my hopes up and then, oh, nope, that's not a good idea. You know, I don't like to do it that way. 4, 3, 2. I need to check and see how many more jumps we have left, because I think we should be within a few jumps at this point. And then I do need to look up this. I do need to look up the system that has that station in it, because I don't remember. I don't think it's in this. Is it? I don't remember. Is it in the station with Sagittarius A star? Frameshift drive charging. Well, first and foremost, we'll make sure we get into Sagittarius A star and then go visit the black hole. If if there's a system in there, we'll go sell our data and everything and see how much money we can get out of that. One of my users left a comment, but I forgot to go back and search for that, so I may have to pause the video and go look up that information. I mean, I guess AI might probably be able to tell me. I might just do that. Let's finish grabbing this. I'll pop the browser up. Let's see. Let's pop the browser up. Hello, Bard. Give me the information I am searching for. What is the closest station to Sagittarius A star in Elite Dangerous? There we go. And while that tries to figure out the answer to that question, we'll continue moving. Oh, hold on. It's actually... Oops, wrong button. Nothing valuable.
Frameshift drive charging.
3 jumps left to go. Alright, let's see what they have to say. Explorers Anchorage, located in Stumi A FGY. Yeah, that sounds familiar. Explorers Anchorage. So we'll go visit the black hole, then we'll visit Explorers Anchorage, and then sell all of our stuff, and I'll have a look at what our finances look like. I can't imagine we're going to get more than a few $100 million at best. But we'll see. It's not like everything we picked up has been the 90+ million ones. You know what I mean? So... It's hard when you've been stopping a lot and doing all of these things. I don't even know what I really have in my databanks right now. So it's kind of hard to have any kind of a reasonable idea as to what I even have.
Frameshift drive charging.
2 jumps left, almost there. Are you excited? Are you excited that we've made it to the black hole? We're almost there. This jump and one more jump and we made it.
4, 3.
So once we get into the galaxy map, I think I can just type in Explorers Anchorage and it'll take me there. It'll set the destination for me. Ooh. I had a little bit of lag there. I was like, please don't stick in that direction. The last thing I need right now is to just pop into a freaking star. That ends up hurting quite a lot.
Frameshift drive charging.
Nope, that's invaluable. All right, here we are. Last jump. Sagittarius A star. Here we go. I got to be very careful not to damage myself when we get there, because I don't think you can. The last time I went there, I got pretty close to the black hole and nothing happened to me. So I don't know if they've changed anything. I'm still going to be sort of careful, because I don't want to lose all of this hard-earned information that we found. But at the same time, you know, we got places to be. So let's see. Let's fuel scoop here, and then I've been to the black hole. Is it? I'm confused. Are we not in the right system? Okay, we might be in the wrong system here. Oh, come on. This stupid map. I'm confused. Okay, hold on. Let me ask Bard where it is. Where is Sagittarius A star? Oh, in Elite Dangerous. Oops. No. I've been to the black hole. Alright. Elite Dangerous is confused. I don't... Why is this... Did they disable access to it? Okay, there we go. Weird. Alright, well, let's make one more jump, and then hopefully we can get to it. It's like, I know I've been to the black hole. It has a very specific look to it. I remember being vaguely disappointed when I saw it. Okay. Sagittarius A. I don't know why. I typed in Sagittarius A star as my destination. They really need to make it so that you can type in a destination and you don't have to rely on the actual map to set your destination. You can just press enter and then it's set your... Okay, here we go. Stop. All right, so here we are. Black hole. Sagittarius A star. Look at that. Well, there you go. This is the supermassive black hole at the center of the galaxy. Welcome to Sagittarius A star. So we'll grab ourselves a little screenshot here. As I said, this isn't the most interesting visual in the world, but it's better than nothing. Now, the cool thing about it is that it does bend light as you go around it. So you can see the stars are getting all kind of wonky. So, it's kind of cool. I'm not overly impressed with the way they chose to do it, but it works, and it is what it is. Not visually interesting enough for us to spend too much time there, so let's go ahead and search for, let's see. Can I just search for Explorer's Anchorage? Oh, come on, you're killing me with this stuff here. Alright, so let's get ourselves off to Explorer's Anchorage, get docked, and sell all of our stuff. So, anyways, yeah, that's kind of the pie in the sky grand idea I have in my head. I think it would be kind of cool at the very least if I could figure out a way to get an expeditionary fleet carrier going, and then get some people along for the ride so that it's not just me. I think that would be kind of cool. So now I need station. Explorer's Anchorage. And of course, it's off in that direction. So let's get turned around. We'll head towards Explorer's Anchorage. Geez, they certainly decided to put it far away from the star, didn't they? I don't understand why these stations end up being so far away. But yeah, whatever. I'm going to go ahead and do a little cut here because this is going to take a minute or two to grab to get there. And then we'll go sell all of our stuff. All right, we're pretty close. Hopefully, this is not... Hopefully, okay, it looks like... Ooh, I don't know. I have to pay attention here. I'm trying to do the quick drop, but if it's facing the planet, I'm gonna have to adjust as quick as I can. I can't tell. I think we're okay. Come on. 5 seconds should have been fine. I don't know. In some of the ships it works, and in some of them they don't. But that's all right. Let's get lined back up again. Whatever. It is what it is. Then I have a feeling we're gonna get a slowdown here. And And here we are at Explorer's Anchorage. I don't remember what the minimum distance is. I think it's 7.
Delay Golf Uniform November. We look forward to receiving you at the station, Commander. Please follow docking procedures and enjoy your visit.
Excuse me.
Authorized. Prep for arrival on landing badge 4-1.
Oop, that's that crash. Okay, let's get in here. I said 4-1. Down right there. Right.
Landing gear deployed.
Welcome to Explorer's Anchorage. Alright, so we'll refuel, repair, restock.
Contact.
Let's check out our starport services here and sell off our regular data first. Universal cartographics. Not sure how much we're going to get out of this. We didn't really find too many planets along the way. So we wait forever. Yeah, paying 10 million credits to start a squadron was very painful. That was like, geez, dude. That's an insane price to ask us to pay for that. But hopefully that'll end up paying off if people are interested in actually joining and, you know, unifying towards a single goal. Okay, seriously, guys, come on. I may have to pause the video. I don't want to do that. Alright, I'll pause until it finishes retrieving. Alright, it wasn't loading, and I got tired of sitting and waiting for it. I did end up logging out of the game, logging back in, thinking maybe resetting that would fix it, but I'm tired of waiting for it. So we're gonna go and see if maybe the other one will work. See how much we got for our exobiology. It looks like it's off in that direction. I'm pretty sure it's upstairs. Yeah, Vista Genomics.
Welcome to Vista Genomics. I trust you have biodata. Well, let's see what you've got for us.
Hopefully this loads. There we go. So yeah, 155 million for this page. I don't know how many, if I have more than one page or not. Okay. Jeez. That was a lot of money. Okay.
Anything else?
So is that it?
Our
That's all I have?
scientists are keen for new data.
Okay, okay. Another 90 million. And then we'll probably get some more first footfall bonuses. Maybe fleet carriers aren't outside the realm of possible. Holy crap! Okay.
Is that everything? Our researchers always
I'm pretty sure that was
fresh
it,
data.
because the list ended, but holy crap. I take back what I said.
Anything else? Vista thanks you for your contribution.
I take back what I said. I've never had 1 billion credits in my entire life in this game. Okay. So, to those of you who have been pointing out to me that I'm actually making crazy money, thank you. I'm sorry that I didn't believe you. I don't want to say I didn't believe you, but I was just like, the numbers that you guys were throwing out seemed extremely high based off of what I've been finding, based off of, you know, my experience in this game. I have 1 billion credits. I've never had 1 billion credits in this game because I've never been willing to grind it long enough to get 1 billion credits in this game, and, yeah. Okay. So I guess maybe the plan is let's go out to Beagle Point. We'll go out to Beagle Point, make hopefully another 1 billion credits along the way, and then on the journey back, maybe by the time we get back to the bubble. Okay. Yeah, I'm a little bit speechless right now because I didn't realize I was going to make that much money. what am I now? I am a taxonomist. Okay, are they going to let me sell my cartographical data now? That should be another significant amount. Yeah, cartographics is causing issues. I'll figure that out on my own time. Hopefully you guys had lots of fun. Be sure to click that like button if you did, so that the YouTube algorithm knows and sends the video out to more viewers. Subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed already, because clearly we're making crazy, ridiculous amounts of money here. And you're going to want to be along for that ride. Channel members do get early access to all of my videos, so be sure to click that join button as well to decide if any of those tiers are right for you to support the channel directly. And as I said, I do have that squadron. It's called Gunthrek's Crew. You can find it in the game. I am accepting applications. There's no strict requirements for any of that stuff. You just have to be interested in potentially joining a deep space exploration at some point, expedition at some point. So yeah, that's it. Again, thank you very much for your time. I hope you guys had lots of fun, and I'll see you for the next one.